Ayun. And I will never forget yung time sa Aristan Bab Mausoleum.
Hey Tipiters! Welcome to another episode of Vince and Yosh.
2019 has been an amazing, exciting year for the two of us. We have visited 14 countries. Many of those we visited for the first time. 11 prefectures in Japan. And we have returned to some of our favorite destinations here in the Philippines. And along the way, we made a lot of new friends. So, in this episode, we're gonna count down our 10 best travel moments of the year. But note that we are ranking not the places or not the destinations themselves, but our experiences in those places. So, we're counting down the moments basically and our experiences. Yun. So, it doesn't necessarily mean na mas maganda yung lugar na to, dito sa lugar na to. It's because experience is subjective, di ba? So, yun. Yung experience namin, yung aming nire-rank.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell icon for instant notifications for our future uploads.
Okay, let's start. Number 10. Sagada Chill. So, this year, we're able to return to Sagada for the first time in over 7 years. Antok na antok! Sagada is one of our favorite destinations here in the Philippines and we've been wanting to go back but we just couldn't find the time for a long time. So finally, earlier this year, we were able to return.
Yes.
Before this trip, I've been to Sagada 3 times na and I think ikaw din. So we have... Antok ka na naman!
Wala na energy kayo.
I've been to Sagada 3 times before this trip and Vince also. So we have experienced most of the tours and you know that many tours in Sagada, many of the activities there are very physical like spelunking, yung sa sumaging and cave connection. Bumodok Falls requires like a long trek. This time, since we've been there, done that, what we try to do is mag-chill na lang. So, so yun. So habang inaantok siya dyan, ako na lang muna yung magsasalita. Yun lang. So basically, nag-tinry lang namin. Ang daming mga bago sa Sagada kasi na wala pa during when we last visited. So we were able to try the new restaurants, the new cafes. And ang saya lang din pala talaga na bumalik sa Sagada nang hindi mo kailangan magpunta sa caves. Sa chill ka lang, try ka, kumakain ka lang, kape-kape.
Kasi lalo for us, since we are travel vloggers, so parang every time na magta-travel kami from the past years na parang may kaakibat na palaging work. So we have to document everything. Pero ito ngayon, parang ito talaga yung travel Parang for me, you feel the place, tapos yung kung hawak mo yung time mo, you don't have to parang isipin na trabaho to. So for me, parang super relax, nakapagpahinga kami, and iba din talaga yung dala nung relax na travel, yung chill lang.
Walang itinerary.
Wala kaming itinerary na sinusundan, wala kaming kailangan na habulin na wake up call,
That said, we were still able to try yung bagong tour nila doon, which is yung Blue Hill. Sobrang ganda nung trek, yung mga makikita along the way hanggang before makarating sa Blue Hill. So yung blue, kaya siya blue dahil may something like copper sulfate,
deposit doon.
Basta kulay blue siya. Hindi siya kasing blue ng kung paano ina-exaggerate ng iba yung kulay online, pero maganda pa rin siya.
Din siya, parang experience namin siya as an alternative kay Kiltepan Sunrise kasi sarado siya that time.
And yung start ng Blue Hill trek is yung Marlboro Hill.
Yeah. It's a great way na din na makaiwas na sa mga crowded places or mga spots. Na ako, kinatuwa ko doon is yung papunta namin ng Blue Hill. May siya, parang autumn colors. Parang may isang part doon na, may isang trail doon na ganun yung feel. Parang wala ka sa Pilipinas.
Orange na yung leaves. Brown and orange.
Super nice. Super ganda. Nakakapagod lang, pero worth it.
So, if you've been to Sagada before, like many years ago, there are a lot of reasons to return to Sagada.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. Gaudi Tour in Barcelona. So this year, we had our fourth So this year, we had our fourth trip to Europe. And to be honest, wala yung Spain, wala yung Barcelona sa itinerary namin. But something happened, we're gonna explain later. But we ended up in Barcelona, kahit na wala siya sa plano namin. And it was a great thing. It was a blessing in disguise because although we were really scared of Barcelona's infamous pickpockets, some people call it like the pickpocket capital of the world. We were really surprised that we enjoyed Barcelona. Sobrang it was one of our best stops nung nakaraan na Europe trip namin. Great food, yan. So great food, hindi siya kasing mahal ng mga ibang countries sa Europe, and ang dami ring makikita. In particular, we enjoyed the Gaudi tour. The one that we joined is a free walking tour. Kasi in Barcelona, you'll find many of Gaudi's works. So yeah, so may mga masaya.
Mas na-appreciate namin yung Barcelona kasi nga architectural design is Gaudi. Lakas maka-fantasy world. Especially yung pag nakita nyo up close yung Sagrada Familia, as in, yung kahit na matagal siyang ginagawa, siguro nakadagdag yun sa charm niya. Pero pag nakita nyo yung facade niya, yung harap, parang ano to, mukhang ulam. Tapos may nakakita kang iba-ibang mga objects or mga
may fruits, may mga fruits.
May mga fruits, may grapes na naka-display doon. Parang, what?
Parang very unusual. Kasi sanay tayo sa architecture in Europe na kunyari either Gothic or Baroque or iba siya. Parang iba yung genius talaga ni Gaudi. And to be honest, hindi kami ganun ka-familiar Barcelona or Gaudi before the trip. Pero our stay there made us appreciate both Gaudi and modernism and the city itself. Yeah. Kasi sobrang ang hirap niya i-explain, pero basta sobrang na-enjoy namin. One of our best stops talaga yung Barcelona.
It's a sunny city. Parang masaya lang. Masaya yung vibe, chill, tapos laid back.
Basta careful pa rin kasi maraming
pickpockets.
Maraming scams.
Guys, kasi nga for example, yung Gaudi tour namin, biglang niremind kami na tour guide namin before kami mag-subway, mag-metro, na ingatan yung bag, make sure na i-place yung mga kamay nyo sa harapan ng bag nyo, sa zipper, secure your belongings, gano'n. So yun, basta careful lang palagi and be alert always.
Kasi we documented our Gaudi tour, so watch out for that video. We'll publish it like siguro soon. Basta in the future.
Sorry guys, 1 month team editing.
Okay, number 8, Bologna food trip.
For me, ito yung pinakamasarap na destination na napuntahan ko. Ikaw ba?
I think. Sa mga hindi nakakalam, so Bologna is the capital of Italy's Emilia-Romagna region. So yung region na to, this area of Italy is known for their cuisine. As in, ito yung birthplace ng tortellini, tama na? Tortellini, tagliatelle, ganyan. Hindi yung spaghetti bolognese. Kasi hindi yun, sabi nila it's an American invention.
Hindi pa fake news yun.
Ayun. Hindi namin first time sa Italy. Our first trip sa Italy, we visited Florence, Rome, and Venice, and other parts of Tuscany. So Pisa, Siena, ganyan. But this time around, we really planned to visit Bologna just for the food. Yun, hindi naman kami nabigo. Sobrang sarap.
Guys. I mean, yung pasta nila, iba-ibang klase ng pasta, tapos salad, tapos mga proteins.
Steak, mura lang, gano'n. You'll see it on the screen right
now. Matakam kayo, guys.
Usually, kami ni Vince, kapag nag-travel kami sa Europe, like one dish lang kami per meal. Pero pag nasa Italy kami, lalo na dito nung nasa Bologna kami, like meron talaga kaming appetizer, tapos may pasta course, tapos may meat course. Of course, meron kaming ibang mga ginawa, pero yung talagang main reason kung bakit kami nasa Bologna is to eat.
Kumain. Tsaka ano din, in all fairness naman kay Bologna, ang ganda ng city, yung old town nila. Kulay pula, as in red bricks.
Very medieval with towers.
May leaning towers din sila actually. Kasi nga, sobrang taas ng mga towers.
Marami actually towers, pero yung dalawang yon nakaling, ano talaga sila, parang sila yung naging pinaka-icon na nung Bologna. Most people that we know, they visit Milan, and then they visit Florence, tapos they skip Bologna. Or they visit Florence, they visit Venice, they skip Bologna. So, if you're planning a trip to Italy, just make a stop in Bologna. Whether spend like kahit 2 days, 3 days, or kahit 1 day lang kung kulang na kulang sa time. Basta try yung cuisine ng Bologna kasi sobrang sarap.
Kasi din ano guys, ang pwede nyo gawin is, if nasa plan nyo talaga, for example Florence, pwede nyo i-daytour ang Bologna. Kasi 1 hour lang naman.
Oo, mabilis lang. You can daytour Bologna. Nasa gitna kasi yung Bologna. So it's a good base, pero if you don't want to stay long in Bologna, you can visit it on a day trip from either Milan, Florence, and even Venice. Yun. Number 7! New Day in Nice. So bakit ba New Day? Kasi actually Nice was our second stop dito sa European backpacking trip namin this year. But our first stop was Athens. Unfortunately, we didn't have a great time in Athens kasi when we arrived in Athens, I felt sick. It's not the fault of the city. Nagkasakit lang. Nagkasakit lang talaga ako. It was the first time that I got ill habang nasa biyahe. Ikaw din?
Same. Nahawa lang din.
Nahawa na lang kami sa isa't isa. So hindi naman siya kasalanan ng city whatsoever. Pero syempre naka-affect yun sa experience namin. Good thing, gumaling naman ako bago matapos yung stay namin sa Athens. And yung next stop namin was Nice. And iba kasing energy ng Nice. So, iba, sobrang mas laid back, hindi siya ganun kalaki na city, pero basta very vibrant, very sunny, very basta it was like a breath of fresh air when we arrived kasi parang finally magaling na, maganda na yung pakiramdam, tapos basta parang na-renew yung energy natin, no? Parang yun yung naging official start ng European trip namin.
Super pastel-y nung city, as in.
Parang nasa Instagram.
Oo.
Parang may Instagram filter all around.
Tsaka guys, 300 days na sunny yung weather nila. So, super nice. Parang ako, pwede ako dito. Pwede ako magtagal dito. Basta may kakaibang charm si Nice, actually. Lalo pag napunta kayo ng yung pinaka, parang
square.
Oo.
Yung main square.
Apollo ba yun?
Yung main.
May statue ni Apollo. Parang, wow. As in, nice.
Kasi parang isang kulay lang yung paligid na buildings. Tapos, yun.
Nagko-converge lahat doon. As in.
So, yun, I will never forget yung when we went to that square for the first time. Tapos, sobrang gandang-ganda lang tayo sa paligid. Tapos may nagpi-play ng guitar.
Piano.
May piano muna. Tapos sa kabilang corner, sa isang side, tapos sa kabilang corner may guitar. Tapos, ayun, basta ang ganda nung parang sobrang na-uplift talaga yung mood namin coming from Athens.
Didiscuss din namin mamaya kung bakit.
Number 6, cosplay with Ama divers in Mie. So Mie is one of the prefectures sa Kansai region in Japan. So ako, I've been to Osaka and Kyoto many times, but it was my first time to visit Mie. So I didn't know anything about it before the trip. So I was really not expecting anything, but we had a grand time in Mie. In particular, actually dalawa yung moments natin. So yung una is yung Nabano no Sato. Winter illumination. Sobrang
First time niya doon?
First time ko kasi hindi pa ako nakakita ng ganun ka bonggang winter illumination. So sobrang na-enjoy ko talaga. Siya. Paulit-ulit, sobrang na-enjoy ko talaga. Na-enjoy ko talaga siya.
Kahit na second time ko guys, super fan kasi ako ng mga ganong winter illumination ng mga shows. May ano pa, yung mga flower gardens, sa loob ng greenhouse, tapos yung sa labas din, may mga tulips, iba-ibang colors ng mga bulaklak. Kasi parang it's super colorful. Nakaka-relax, nakaka-uplift. Lalo kami that time, super pagod namin. And yung parang last stop namin that day. So, Super nice.
Ang Nabano na Sato pala, it's a flower park talaga.
Yeah.
Pero dahil pag winter, meron silang winter illuminations. Yun. But yung most unforgettable moment namin sa Mie is when we met the lady divers doon. So we visited this place. So the Ama divers, they are women for many years, for centuries. Yung mga men, sila yung nagfi-fish. And then yung mga women, sila yung nagda-dive. So sila yung mga kumukuha ng mga shellfish, urchins. That tradition still lives on in Mie. Meron silang parang pahingahan, parang it's a rest hut. And one of them, they converted it into a restaurant. So you can, when you visit, you'll be served and entertained by these Ama divers and prepare in front of you. They will grill yung mga nahuli nila. These shellfish, yung mga pagkain na to, sila mismo yung nag-catch. So sobrang, kunyari pag meron ka hindi kinakain, like kunyari si Vince, meron siya hindi kinakain, tapos parang nagigilty sila, na parang like, naalala mo, you won't finish, tapos sabi niya, no, tapos parang, sabi niya, but I caught that. Parang like, I work hard to catch that. So ikaw parang like, okay. Yeah. So, ang isa pang sobrang nakakatawang moment with the lady divers, nung habang kumakain kami, kasi nagsasayaw din sila ng traditional dance, folk dance. Habang kumakain kami, may lumapit sa amin, sabi niya, cosplay. Ganyan, so kami naman, oh okay, sige, cosplay. Yes, okay.
Siya, ako, ayun.
So,
napilit lang ako.
Apparently, yung sinasabi nilang cosplay, i-dress nila kami in traditional Ama diver na look. So, pambabae. So, ayan, makikita nyo lang sa screen. Ano yung itsura namin. So, meron kaming, basta naka-Ama diver kami. Tapos wala, pinagtatawa na nila kami. Pero ang fun naman. Kasi we really had a great time with the divers.
Mga lola na talaga.
Ay, we also met the oldest Ama diver, di ba? Tapos nakakatawa kasi habang binibihisan ako ng mga divers, hinawakan ng isang momsh. Yung tiyan ko, ginanon niya. Tapos sabi niya, baby?
Naalala ko yun.
Salbahe si ate.
Deep inside tumatawa ako.
Himas pa, sabi niya, himas niya, gano'n. Tapos sabi niya, baby? Number 5, heart-wrenching photo in Nagasaki. Nagasaki is one of the cities that we visited in our most recent Japan trip. And one thing that we will never forget about that trip was that moment inside the museum next to the Ora Cathedral, Ora Church. So it's the church itself is part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ito yung one of the hidden Christian sites in Japan. And may isang exhibit doon kasi recent Pope Francis visited Nagasaki, and may isa dong exhibit na parang it was showing a little boy carrying his little brother sa likod niya. Siyempre yung mood namin the entire day medyo down na talaga because we had been visiting a lot of hidden Christian sites and museums. So it told the story of persecutions of early Christians in Japan. So medyo malungkot yung mood.
And it's our last day na namin sa Japan. So parang alam mo yun, pagod, nakadagdag dun. So, talagang down and then di pa nakisama ang weather.
Oo, tapos maulan din. So, parang
naset yung mood namin dati.
So, pagdating namin dun sa exhibit na yun, nung nakita namin yung picture, it was a really emotional moment. Isa sa mga kasama namin, sobrang yun, humagulhol talaga siya sa iyak because it was really a very, very sad story. The name of the photographer is O'Donnell. It captured like one moment nung little boy na to and his baby brother after to nung atomic bomb na nag-drop sa Nagasaki. So, even now, medyo na-affect pa rin ako kapag naalala ko yung picture. At ayun, pero basta, hindi na namin explain, basta parang if you're going to visit Nagasaki and you have to, it's a destination that we can all learn a great deal from. Hindi namin alam kung anong sasabihin. Basta that moment, it was a very emotional moment. Some of us were crying. Basta hindi lang sa photo na yun, pero kasama yung Christian persecutions, yung World War II, yung atomic bomb yung aftermath ng atomic bomb, ganun. So, Nagasaki has a lot of stories to tell. Another moment we would never forget was when the manager of the 26 Martyrs Museum, kasi medyo na-touch yung war dun sa tour namin of the museum, and he mentioned that I know that a lot of atrocities have been made by Japan to your country during the war, and I would like to say sorry for that also. That day was very emotional, basically. If you're visiting Nagasaki, just be emotionally prepared. Number 4, surprise in Dubrovnik. So, bakit ba siya?
Paano siya surprise? Hindi, joke lang. Pag kasi, pagdating namin sa Dubrovnik, from Split, we decided na magdakad-lakad lang. Pa-sunset na, nakita namin na, may entrance pa, pwede kumakyat ng wall ng city.
Pero may bayad, mahal.
Tagal namin nagdiskusyon, guys. Matagal na diskusyon na. Pero sabi namin, let's do this. Kasi golden hour. Hindi natin alam, baka makulimlim na bukas. It's the best decision ever. Kasi pagdating namin sa taas, as in parang wow, as in super ganda. Parang kung paano nila dinepict sa Game of Thrones yung King's Landing, ganun na ganun. Super wonderful. Super nice.
Parang ganda ng mga orange na roof. Sabi ko nga, gino-joke ko nga si Vince, parang pag-uwi natin, magdo-door to door ako sa barangay namin. para proud tayo ng bubong. Kasi ang ganda pala, ang ganda tingnan. Nakakatawa rin kasi ang daming mga under construction sa Dubrovnik. So nagjo-joke kami na parang, ayan kasi si Daenerys kasi sinira niya yung
yung mga dragons niya sinira.
Yung King's Landing. Mahal siya pero it was absolutely worth it. Number 3, Aksu Zhabagly Trek. Saan ba tong Aksu Zhabagly? One of the biggest surprises that we had this year was when we were invited to participate in a social media forum in Kazakhstan. So we've always wanted to see Kazakhstan, but we never expected that we would be able to visit it this early this year. So we were pleasantly surprised. It was a great thing that we were able to, because Kazakhstan is captivating. It's out of this world. And of all the many places that we have visited, I think the one that stood out the most was the Aksu Zhabagly Nature Reserve. It's the oldest nature reserve in Central Asia, and it's unforgettable for many reasons.
Dahil napagod kami. Napagod kami sa pag-trek actually.
It was unforgettable for us kasi it was our first trek in a long time. So, our bodies were not prepared for that trek, but we managed. We're glad na we did it kasi it's sobrang ganda, and they only allow limited number, like mga 10 people per week. Sobrang diverse ng landscape sa Kazakhstan. In particular, in-explore namin was the southern region. It's called Turkestan. And yun, so yung Aksu Zhabagly is there. Yung Turkestan city is also there. We were able to explore naman on another day yung historical area, parang part ng ancient Silk Road. Ayun. And I will never forget yung time sa Aristan Bab Mausoleum. Aristan Bab Mausoleum na I think predominantly Islam, ang Islamic country ang Kazakhstan. So I was waiting outside, and then one lolo, an old man, talked to me in, I wasn't sure if it was Russian or Kazakh. And then he asked if, basta may sinabi siya, and then hindi ko naintindihan. And basically, fortunately, yung katabi ko marunong mag-translate. So in-ask niya kung if I was a Christian or Muslim. I answered na the Philippines is dominantly Christian. And then may sinabi siya ulit in the native tongue. Tapos parang sabi niya, nung tinranslate siya, parang, I'm not sure if you're Christian or Muslim, but it doesn't matter because everyone is welcome here. So it was a heartwarming moment for me. That's something that I will never forget. Number 2, unfortunate events in Athens. So, I already mentioned na nagkasakit kami sa Athens. It's not the fault of the city. Wala kaming nakain, it happened. So, I wasn't able to explore. But other than that, something else happened in Athens that we will never forget. Because on our first day in Athens,
Nawalan ako ng phone.
And hindi lang basta nawalan. Nanakawan
ako. Kinuhanan ako na biktima ako ng ipit pinto gang. Kasi sila, group of men na nagpe-pray sila sa mga turista kagaya namin na may mga madaming dalang gamit. So pagod sa biyahe, and then marami kang bitbit. And then ang ginawa nila is pagbaba ng station, pinigilan nilang magbukas yung door ng train. So ako, panic, sanay kong buksan yung pin while helping them to open the door. Ang ginawa ko is sinesecure ko yung camera bag ko, baka may mawala kasi nandun yung passport ko, nandun yung wallet ko, camera, tapos yung laptop bag na nasa harapan ko din. So ang dami kong tinatry na bantayan. Then, ayun, paglabas ko ng train, bye-bye phone.
So, nakwento rin namin to sa isang video namin about Europe scams. So, if you have more time to watch our videos, check that one out. We counted down the most rampant scams in Europe. So, kasama yan sa mga diniscuss namin. So, imagine, yung pagkanakaw sa phone events, it happened on the first day of our Europe trip. So, it really set the tone for at least dun sa Athens leg man lang. Because like we said, pagdating namin ng Nice, pagdating namin ng France,
okay na.
Parang nagbago bigla. Parang it was a new start.
Tawag dito, nakakapanghinayang. And buti naman, nanggaling namin na Athens, second time na namin yun. Kung ano man yung gusto namin isulat and ma-explore na namin sa yung first travel namin doon. Masama lang sa pakiramdam, kahit sino naman, masama lang sa pakiramdam yung manakawan ka. Pero, ayun, after a day or two, parang syempre, I will not allow that bad experience na sirain yung buong 2 months ko na
sa Europe.
Sa Europe, diba? So, ayun. I mean, ako naman, madali ako makamove on. So, parang kung nawala na, wala ka na magagawa. It's beyond your power or beyond your control. So, let go. Move on. So, enjoy.
Number 1! Stranded in Slovenia. Parang stranded, so parang it's a bad thing. Pero actually, it's a mix of good and bad.
Good and bad.
So, paano bang stranded? So, we were supposed to fly to another country from Ljubljana, but then our flight was cancelled because the airline filed for bankruptcy days before our flight. So, kinansel lahat ng flights, wala nang lahat ng mga flights from that airline na yun, wala na. Ang masama doon is, syempre hindi na namin ma-refund yung namin, parang, syempre limited lang din naman yung budget namin pag nagka-travel kami abroad. So, we had to come up with another plan. It's sort of, again, a blessing in disguise kasi for almost our entire stay in Ljubljana, umuulan. So, we decided to extend in Ljubljana because Slovenia is, we were also surprised by this. Slovenia is beautiful, like sobrang ganda. It's our favorite stop in all yung buong 2 months namin sa Europe. I think kaya kong i-pinpoint definitively Slovenia yung favorite stop doon. Kahit na umulan yung first days, pero when we got to explore the country, because we explored not just the city, kasi it's a small country and ang dali lang niyang libutin. We visited Lake Bled and the caves. Yun, sobrang ganda na experience, and part of it is kasi sobrang fun din ng mga kasama namin.
May kasama kaming magpipinsan, mga lola.
From the US.
From the US. May isa naman taga-US din. Ang pangalan niya?
Si Jonathan from Seattle.
Yeah, Jonathan
If you're watching, hello. Hindi namin sila kakilala, yung mga nakasama namin sa tour. We just met them on the tour. So, it was ganda na experience. Ganda ng lugar, unang-una, ang ganda ng lugar. Lahat ng pinuntahan namin, parang sobrang hindi namin makakalimutan. Ang saya nung mga kasama namin.
Basta yung Lake Bled, isa sa mga parang magical destination na napunta ko. Parang straight out of the fairy tale book. Pag nagpunta kayo sa Bled Castle, makita niyo yun. Sulit na yung tour, yung binayad namin sa tour na yun. Super nice.
We also visited Prejama Castle and yung caves. It's the largest cave system in Europe. As in, sobrang laki ng mga chambers niya na naka-train kami. Parang train sa loob. Tapos, ang ganda. Basta, Slovenia is one underrated destination. if you're planning to visit Europe, if you're planning to do a multi-country backpacking trip around Europe, consider a stop in Slovenia. Yun. And hindi siya ganun kamahal.
Yep.
Kasi makikita mo yung difference pag tuwid mo from Italy to Slovenia or even from Austria to Slovenia na magmumura siya pagdating nyo sa Slovenia. So, yun. Punta kayo sa Slovenia kasi maganda talaga siya. It's a small country pero ang daming kayang i-offer. Ayun! So, that's it for this video, Tipiters.
Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell icon for instant notifications for our future uploads.
If meron kayong topic that you want us to cover in our next videos, don't hesitate to use the comment section below. And sana, yun, magawa namin. Whether it's about a destination or visa or yeah, just let us know. Yun, so that's it for this video. See you again next time. And may the ghost be with you. Bye!